So, how did I get to where I am today? Well, I can tell you for sure that it wasn't by picking a destination on the map and saying, this is where I want to go. Certainly, I had visions, I had feelings, I had notions of where I wanted to go, but it's not like it was all clearly articulated or defined. And there were different steps on the journey, and there were a lot of lessons, and there's a lot of years in between. And I couldn't possibly tell you all of it in like a 3-minute video. I told you a little bit about the time where I said yes to everything and opportunity was flowing. That worked for me from about 2014 to 2016. In 2016, I finally decided I was going to step away from everything else and just concentrate on blogging because blogging and ghostwriting were the most profitable things in my life. So my decision was pretty logical at the time, just to focus on the goose that laid the golden egg. So that took me all the way up to about 2024, and I'd continued in a similar capacity. I've worked with different companies. I had different contracts, always had multiple because that was really the main thing that allowed me to keep a steady income flowing in. But 2024 is where things fell apart. And I shared a little bit about that story already. There's no contracts coming in. None of the sponsorship deals are working out. My freelancing gigs weren't coming together. And even the few gigs that were coming together weren't really coming together because they weren't paying me enough. But I think it was a good thing because all the noise got out of the way. And there was just no noise in my inbox. There's no noise on social media. There was no noise on my phone. It all disappeared. It all dried up. It was gone. There was nothing there. And that's how I noticed a message in my inbox one day from LinkedIn. And it was someone looking for a writer who had reviewed media, video games, and TV shows and things like that, which I'd had some experience doing. And that turned out to be the contract I now have in big tech. Obviously, the contract has paid pretty well, but one of the things I started doing was saving 10% of my income every single time a paycheck came in. That's one of the reasons that I'm able to operate in greater solvency. And when that part of my life was restored, other contracts and other opportunities started showing up for me again. And it's not that I have backup plans. I have multiple plan A plans. There's no plan B. My plan A plans include several things. I've got indiecareerformula.com up and going, which was basically previously content marketing musician. And previous to that, it was Music Entrepreneur HQ. And previous to that, it was David Andrew Wiebe Interviews, a music business podcast. I've got a referral marketing business up and going. And those are the 3 or 4 things that continue to create not just financial stability in my life, but an opportunity to thrive.